Are you serious? Are you serious? Today is May the 9th, 2013. And today, there is going to be a ring of fire solar eclipse. Quite extraordinary. And it's going to happen today around 5:30 p.m. or so. It will be covered live, actually, on the internet if you want to watch it. Now, it's going to be over top the area where all the earthquakes are, the ring of fire area. Today, will this solar eclipse with the moon and the sun and the earth lining up over top where the ring of fire is, will this create a magnetic pull, something that could break something loose? We've got a lot of tectonic plates that are shifting and moving, and we got so much Bible prophecy about earthquakes. You got to be concerned about the situation. Can I read to you what the Bible says in Revelation 16, verse 18, and then I'm going to read to you the report. The Bible says, "And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake, and so great." Well, of course, this earthquake it's referring to in Revelation happens after the breaking of the seventh seal. We're not quite there yet, but we are vastly approaching these times. As a matter of fact, how quickly can it happen? Very quickly. Now let me read to you what's happening right here. The moon will block part of the sun today, May 9, 2013, to create a potentially amazing ring of fire. And you can watch this celestial sight live online. Matter of fact, this ring of fire solar eclipse will be over top where the ring of fire earthquake activity happens a lot, especially very viewable in Australia. It's known as the annual solar eclipse, but it will be viewable as long as weather's permitting over certain areas of Australia and the islands in the South Pacific Ocean. The local time, of course. If you don't live in an area, though, you can watch it live online. And I'll put the link below where you can click so you can watch it. You can watch it, though, on space.com, all right? The precise lineup of the sun, the moon, and the earth have intrigued primitive cultures for millenniums, but Bob Berman, contributing editor and monthly columnist for Astronomy magazine, said in a statement, quote, "Here are the two most important, influential celestial bodies so far as life on Earth is concerned. And on that day, we can actually watch their clockwork in motion." Let me just tell you whose clockwork it is, though, Bob. It's God's. Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, the first and the last. Well, this is His clockwork, and believe me, if you take a look at all of the signs of the times, we're 1 minute to midnight and ticking. Matter of fact, the Bible tells us that there will be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and distress of nations with perplexity and the sea and the waves roaring. Men's hearts failing them for fear of things coming upon the earth. I'm telling you, when these signs you begin to see, He said to lift up your heads, look up, for your redemption is drawing nigh. We're truly at that time. Don't miss today's broadcast from 12 noon to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be discussing the solar eclipse, the ring of fire. Also, we'll be talking about the Middle East, the crisis going on in Damascus and Syria, the Temple Mount scuffle between Jews and Muslims, the attack on the Israeli embassy in Jordan. We'll be talking about the Dr. Gosnell trial in Philadelphia and the Cleveland sex predator Ariel Castro there in Cleveland, Ohio, and that held them 3 women captive for 10 years. We're going to be talking about a lot of issues today. The zombie apocalypse, another zombie demon, another naked guy running through Indianapolis. That's 2 in 1 week. What? One guy was quoting the Lord's Prayer, and the other one was preaching in a church parking lot. Plus running through traffic, punching cops in the face, and choking people with metal pipes. We're going to be discussing all of these things, folks, that's going on. Swarms of flies in Sarajevo. I mean, so thick people are leaving the city. And we'll be talking about also a volcano eruption in Mexico and thousands of dead fish in Beaver Lake in Minnesota. What? Also, a special guest will be on the air live with me from Pakistan, a pastor, a Christian pastor in Pakistan, in the very town of Lahore, Pakistan, that was attacked by radical Islamic Muslims, and over 200 Christians' homes were burnt to the ground. This pastor was blessed. His home was not burnt, nor his orphanage of 30 children he takes care of. But he'll be live with me on the air, and we'll be discussing the events and how things are going. We've raised money for him. Our ministry, Begley Prophecy, and our contributors have helped, and we've donated quite a bit of money to help the people, feed them in the initial attack, and we want to get an update on how things are going. So we'll talk to him today live on the air. Our show starts at 12 noon Eastern, and he'll be my guest at around 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss the show today. Plus, call in. There'll be live call-ins throughout the show. It's going to be a powerful show. God bless you. We'll see you this afternoon. Keep looking up. Not at the, if you want to, you can look up at the Ring of Fire solar eclipse. But I mean spiritually, keep looking up, for your redemption draweth nigh. Give your life to Jesus Christ.